Okay, Joe, when did you first go to sea?
September 1963.
And how old were you then?
15 years of age. 15 and 5 months, yeah. Years of age.
What was your first ship?
The Iron Wyndham.
Ah, sister ship to my first ship.
Yeah,
the Iron Kimberley.
I remember it well. I'll never forget it. So you want me to talk about when they picked me up and all that?
You sure can.
I'll never forget. I went away with a bloke called Teddy Larson. They picked us up and I lived in Wickham Street, Wickham. BHP come down in an old black hire car, picked me up. Teddy Larson took us down to the ship. A bloke called Billy Timmins took us down to the ship.
Yeah, good bloke.
He was a good bloke. He looked after us real well. We joined the Iron Wyndham. Went from there to Port Kembla. We spent, I think it was 2 weeks in Port Kembla. And we went down to Melbourne, across to Western Australia. I remember Teddy Larson was sick the whole time going across the bight. He was very, very sick.
So was I.
You too, Fishy?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
right.
spewed from Kembla to Kwinana.
He was as sick as a dog, mate.
Yeah.
He was spewing every day. He had nothing to spew, and he was just so sick. And when we got to Kwinana, he got ashore and he said, "I'm never going to sea again," but that was a lie. He still ended up in sea. And
Yeah.
I think he's on the wharves these days now, Teddy.
I haven't seen him for years.
He's still on the wharf. He's still around, Ted.
Yeah, right.
And then we went around from there to
Yampy?
Yampy,
Yeah.
back to Port Kembla. And after that ship I joined the Iron Yampy, which I spent 6 months on with
Sister ship.
Sister ship.
Yeah.
Well, in them days, that's all you got.
Yeah.
The Yampy class or all that, or occasionally you got an A&L ship if you were lucky.
Yeah.
Especially living in Newcastle.
Yeah.
Myself, some really good characters on that Iron Yampy. Pee Wee Wilson was the basin there. God rest his soul.
Yeah, poor old Pee Wee.
Do you remember a bloke called Stringer?
Stringer?
He used to have a deck boy there. He's tough as they come.
Yeah.
Him and I'll never forget because, I don't know if I should say this, but they used to go and live together. Him and Frank Loveridge, the storekeeper there, they used to live together as soon as we sailed.
Is Stringer still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive, lives out of Swansea.
I'll be buggered.
And he ended up marrying one of Frank Loveridge's daughters.
Yeah?
Kept it in the family.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And, they were good days.
Yeah.
You know, I was only a young lad. I still know a few blokes around from those days.
Yeah.
Not too many left now.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
They used to say to me when I was deck boy, I was a little fat bludger. I said I wouldn't live till, I'd be lucky to live till I was 21, but I've outlived a lot more of those blokes, mate. Still here, I'm 59 years of age and I'm still here.
Can you remember how many was in the crew on there?
Yeah, there was, all up on those ships, there was 54 people.
Yeah.
And there was 19 on deck. There was a lot of stewards, a lot of engineers.
Four stewards and a chief.
4 stewards and a chief. There was, I think there was seven down below, wasn't
there? There's a few, yeah.
The donkey man.
2 greasers.
2 greasers and 4 firemen or 5
I think there's a few more when she was firing, wasn't there?
Yeah, you never used to go around their side because they had their own side. Yeah. You used to have 3 ABs used to live around there and they were forever kept out of the fireman's way because there was a burly bunch of lads in them days.
So can you remember how many hatchboards they used to have? Quite a few.
Quite a few, mate. There was plenty of them. There was heaps of them.
Yeah, yeah. Was there what? Funny, you used to, when you're squaring them up, it'd take you 16, 18 hours, and when you were coming into port, bloody getting ready, you could start breaking all the gear out by the time you got the knobbies, and you'd have it bloody ready by the time you got alongside, ready to go ashore.
And what about when you used to come to square up, you had 19 on deck, and when the time, 10 minutes before the square up, there was all the drunks for the life of the party. No, half an hour before the square up.
Yeah.
All the drunks for the life of the party and carrying on, come square up 10 minutes later, they've passed out.
Yeah, yeah, where are they?
Yeah, you only end up with about 8 squaring the bloody things up.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I'll never forget that. The only person to ever get them out of their bunk was the mate.
Yeah, yeah. And what made you go to sea, mate?
Well, I went away to sea because my brother went away to sea. I can remember when I was about 12-year-old, he took me down to a ship called the Calcan.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was an old Burns Philp ship.
Was she Burns Phillip or Hunter Parker?
Hunter Parker or Burns
Yeah.
Phillip. It had a
Yeah.
checkered flag,
Yeah.
checkered funnel.
Yeah.
And he was the bucko on it, and he took me up there and showed me a couple of knots, you know, and,
Yeah.
and that was the end of it. I wanted to go to sea from then on in, and he told
Yeah.
me how to go about it.
Yeah.
In them days, you had to go through the union and put your name down the deck boys list,
Yeah.
which I did. He told me how to go about getting away quicker. He said, what you do, it was in Newcastle, he said, ring Elaine up every day,
Yeah.
after the pick-up every day, pester her, drive her mad, looking for a job. Was there any deck boys jobs and that? And which I'd done. She told me after 4 months to ring up once a week,
Yeah.
which I did, and I kept ringing up. And when the day come that I got a job, I'll never forget it. I rang her up 6 times because I've forgotten what she told me. And she said she's glad to see the end of me. Got me away to sea, you know, and that was it.
Yeah. Yeah. She's a good old sticker, mate. Yeah. And then when you first got away, what were the conditions like? Like your wages and your hours of work and that, mate.
Well, when I first went away to sea, it was pretty hard going. I was only a kid. I was 15 years of age, and we used to start at 6 o'clock in the morning, get an hour's overtime before breakfast.
Mm.
You went to breakfast from about up 8 to 9 o'clock, and you worked all day, and then you went out after tea up past 5 at night, worked 3 hours overtime a night to earn a decent wage.
Yeah.
But when I was deck boy, I never had any money. I used to get £13 a fortnight,
Yeah.
which is probably $26 a fortnight in them days, but most of the time I didn't get it because I used to owe it,
Yeah.
like everybody else.
I think the best about the deck boys was when you were working cargo and the differential rates.
Yeah, we used to get big
Yeah.
differential rate for the,
Yeah.
and the AV used to get dirty on it.
Yeah.
They used to get dirty because I don't know how that worked, but we used to get big money there.
Yeah, it used to be the differential between the wharfies rate and the difference between the wharfies rate and the AB's rate. So I forget now anyway. But that's how you got made up, because you weren't on as good a wages as the AB's and that.
No, we were on terrible
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
It was horrible. I never had any money from one time to the next, and till I turned bucko, and then I started getting a few bob.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of buckos in them days. They used to just piss it up against the
Nearest
wall.
pub.
First pub. And,
Yeah.
But kind of, you know, in them days it was a lot different than it is today.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were, you know, the mates and them, we used to be real bastards, and the engineer, you had nothing to do, and you wouldn't even talk to him.
Yeah.
You know, we had nothing to do with them guys. But it was you know,
Yeah.
and the leave system was different.
Yeah, yeah. That was the next question I was going to ask you about, the leave system.
Well, the leave system in them days was you used to work. You had to work the weekend in port to get leave, which consisted of a half a day, half a home port day, and 1.5 out ports, which a lot of old seamen remember, like yourself, Richie.
Yeah, homeboard output days.
Home port, outport days, and if you didn't work it, you lost it. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
But at sea you got it automatically, but in
Yeah.
port you had to work it. And I can remember we used to just mop alleyways in Port Kembla just to get that time.
Yeah.
And I can still never forget, it took me 6 months. I was on the ship called the Talinga. 6 months to get 47 days leave.
Yeah.
Which, you know, is a long, long time in them days.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the old Talinga.
You remember the good old cape that BHP used to do weekend Sunday sailings? Put the board up for 0, 0, 0, and if you've got a real bastard of a mate, it was 0, 0, 0, 30, so 30 seconds past midnight, or it was generally 0, 0, 0, 1, a minute past midnight, so they didn't have to pay you the EDP.
Extra days pay for sailing.
For Sunday sailing.
Holiday as well, wasn't it? Holidays?
The EDP, and you got the extra days leave,
And I'll always
yeah.
be indebted to the union for winning our wage when it first came in 1970.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it because I was on the Iron Wyndham at the back on the Iron
again.
Wyndham.
Yeah.
It was up in Groot Island, and we was working. It was stinking hot up there, and we were chipping all the time, and just horrible, nasty jobs that we used to get in them days, and because of the mongrel mates we used to have in stickers, BHP in particular. I can never forget when we got the aggregate wage come in and all of a sudden we didn't have to work the weekends.
Yeah.
We didn't have to work overtime anymore. It was just unbelievable. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah, he wants a star and roll too, I think.
I think Cat wants to get in the movie.
Yeah.
It was just unbelievable what happened there. We didn't work overtime anymore.
Yeah.
We had a lot of free time to ourselves. We didn't have to work the weekends, and it was just wonderful.
I think on a couple of the iron boats and that there, the mates had a bit of a field day, especially the ones that weren't in any port until they got back down here. They knew what was going on, but our blokes didn't know exactly how it worked. So they got all that free time out of them until they came back down and found out exactly the hours we were supposed to work then.
Oh no, we knew.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
as soon as it come in, as soon as it come in, we
Yeah.
stopped working overtime immediately.
Yeah, right.
And we knocked off at 4:30 every day.
Yeah.
And we didn't work the weekends anymore because there was no need to.
Yeah.
Because all our leave was paid and all that, we was on wages
Yeah.
for the whole week.
Yeah, I think the job I was on was we're on the Japan run. I think I can't remember now. I was somewhere where we didn't have contact with a bloody union official until we got back to port. Got a funny feeling I was on the Port Hedland Japan run. I can't remember now. 70, quite a few years ago.
Well, I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
It was the best thing that happened, and I'll never forget. We got, I think when it first ever come in. I'm pretty sure the wages were $7,000 a year.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And which was astronomical
Yeah.
money in them days.
In them days, that's right. Yeah.
That's when I first went out with my wife.
Yeah.
First met my wife to be,
Yeah.
and I just met her, and we kind of got married after I come back from there. And
Yeah.
but it was just a marvellous victory by our union to get that.
Yeah.
It was just unbelievable. It was to go through it. After all the crap that we used to have to put up with, when the mates used to dictate the terms, is you're not working overtime, we're not letting you have overtime.
That's
here.
right. Yeah.
All the bad jobs,
Yeah.
all the non-paying jobs, and
Yeah.
the shit jobs all become good jobs. So everybody wanted to get out of the good jobs and get into the bad jobs. I'll never forget it because I never had nothing in them days.
Join the clan.
Yeah, you too.
And Donnie Graham got a lot of my money in the early 70s.
Who?
Donnie Graham, the Star Hotel.
Oh, right. Oh,
Got a lot of my
I
money.
went there.
Didn't you?
No, I went in there once.
What?
I lived there. I was married.
I used to practically live in bloody so. But yeah, you were saying a while ago about we never got on with the mates and the engineers. You're right there. My first job at the Kimberley, and I don't know whether you come across this engineer, they nicknamed him Roller Skates. Even his own mates hated him. He used to run everywhere and he'd slide down the rails and that leading into the engine room. The engineers greased the rails. That's how much they liked him. They hated his own. Oh, he was a mongrel, this Roller Skates. Yeah. When you first went, remember how long you used to get in port and that? To load and discharge?
Oh, anything up to a month.
Yeah.
Anything. It was always nothing under a fortnight.
Yeah. Nowadays you get anything up to a day.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're lucky.
It was always a week here, 2 weeks there, 3 weeks. It was never, not like it is today. It was just, it just never happened. You know?
Then if you got the Kembla on the Yampy class especially, I remember these mongrels from that. Remember the Untouchables in Kembla? The Wharfies? The ones that had, either with the runners and that, they'd pull the winch straight back and the runner would go up through the derrick, through the block and that there, or they'd seesaw the bloody cargo until they cut all the... You never come across the Untouchables?
Nah.
Oh, mate, I did.
We really didn't get along with the Wharfies in them days.
No.
They were always different to us.
Yeah.
And look at us today.
Yeah.
Teamed up with them.
Amalgamated, yeah.
I'm not going to mention much more on that.
Nah, we'll leave that. As your progress from deck boy to bucko to AB, how'd your duties and that change?
Oh, before I progressed, I just want to say about when I was deck boy. I was 15 years of age. I was not allowed to drink alcohol.
Yeah.
It was a big no-no.
Best thing about Punkaloos, you used to be able to put your sneaky bottles of beer up in them and have a sneaky one in your cabin.
Yes, that was your fridge in your cabin.
Fridge, yeah.
I wasn't allowed to drink alcohol. But the funny part about it was when I turned back, I was 16 and a half years of age. And I could drink as all I want.
Yeah.
I could fall over drunk in front of everybody. You know, what was the big deal
Yeah.
in a matter of, you know, that time?
Yeah.
'Cause it didn't matter because I wasn't a deck boy anymore.
That's right, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
Never, because I can, you know, that just something that sticks out in your mind.
Yeah.
That, you know, over the years you think, why?
Yeah. Nowadays, trainees are anywhere from, they don't get away at 15 no more. So they're anywhere from about 20 odd, and I think the oldest trainee I've heard of was in his 50s.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me at all, mate.
So as you rose from deck boy, and that, how did your duties change?
Well, when I went from deck boy, when you were deck boy, you always had to do everything. You used to go and make the afternoon smokers with the boys, mop bosun's cabin out, do all the other stuff, and you was generally the gopher.
Yeah.
You was covered in crap all the time. And when you became a bucko, you went on watches, and which was a lot different. You know, it was a lot better.
Yeah.
In them days, we had to do hand steering all around. Everywhere we went was all hand steering. Not like today. Put it on automatic.
They wouldn't know what a hand steering is now.
No, we used to go everywhere hand steering,
Yeah.
you know, for days on end, and there used to be 3 on watch in them days, and we used to have a farmer, what was called a farmer.
Yeah.
He used to have one watch off without steering, which was great.
Yeah.
Then I became an AB, and things were kind of pretty much the same as when I was a bucko. You know,
Yeah.
things really changed when I went bosun. Well, it was the first time ever in 1971. I went bosun on the Iron Yampy. That was a big experience, mate. You know.
You love them Yampy class. I was only even 2 of them.
I was never out of them.
Yeah.
Well, for one, the only one I wasn't ever in was the one you were on, the
Kimberley, yeah.
The only one I never was in. You know, I was never in that one. I was in the others, the
Yeah.
Derby.
Yeah.
That was great old ships.
Oh, I quite like them.
That's
Good job.
characters even
Yeah.
days, mate. You know,
Oh,
you'll
yeah.
never sail with those guys again. You just
No, as you said, the likes of Pee Wee.
Pee Wee Wilson.
Never come across Pee Wee again.
Pee Wee.
Bloke you were mentioning a while ago to me, who, his first job at sea was relieving me. JJ, the dog-faced deck boy. Peter Honey.
Peter Honey. Peter Honey.
Yeah.
There's a lot of characters.
Yeah.
Johnny Rotten. You could just name.
Yeah.
You know, they're all gone now. Bloody. There's still a few around, but not many.
No.
Not many.
No. That's why I said that's why we're getting these down, mate. Bloody, before their history and that all dies out.
See, I can remember when I was on that Wyndham, when the Agric Waves come in, I was AB there. The whole crew on there were all young blokes. We were all in our 20s. Pat, how old was I when I met you? 22, wasn't I?
How old's Nadine?
35. 22 when I met you.
35, Nadine is 35 to 33. 33.
Yeah, I was 22. That's my first met the wife.
Yeah.
I was 22, but most of the crew on there was all young blokes about my age.
Yeah.
The oldest bloke there at the time was long been dead now, a bloke called Jimmy Eden. Remember Jimmy Eden?
Yeah, the name rings a bell.
Margot, you know Margot? You know Margot?
Oh, must be, I don't know.
That's Paddy Cleese.
Yeah, Paddy, yeah.
He's with her.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's Margot.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Well, he's another character.
Yeah,
Archie
Paddy,
Scott. Archie Scott.
Yeah, Archie, yeah.
Archie's long dead,
Yeah.
poor bugger, you know. When I was on that Yampy, we used to, we had all young crew in there, and we had a bloke there that raised 2 little, come on there, was up there that long in Groot Island, was up there over 3 months. Yeah, 2 little, they're called baby ducks, what do they call them?
Yeah, ducklings.
Yeah, 2 little ducklings that grew to full size,
Yeah,
and he had a goat, was on
Yeah.
there, and that, you know, on the
yeah,
thing. Come over here and get on and say hello.
yeah. Jump
It's
in.
one of my grandsons.
How old are you?
8, 20.
My grandson, who I had to leave at home yesterday morning, just turned 6. He wanted to come with Pa too, right or wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to say anything? No?
Come on, you got a quick chance to be a star and roll here, you know, alongside Pop.
Being a star. He's 8 years old.
Yeah.
Loves the Knights.
Yeah.
Joey John's supporter.
Yeah, what are you going to do about Johnsy retiring?
So we don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Got to speak up. Hey?
Stage Friday.
I don't think so. Finished? Righto.
Yeah, so
Karen, come on. Come on.
the other
Hey?
Peter Smith.
Peter, he's still around. He still lives in Newcastle. He's still around.
Someone
you know.
told me he's going pretty good now.
He lives in Carrington.
Yeah.
You get hold of him.
Yeah.
Billy, he's never changed. He lives with
No one's in their drive.
Wayne Crooks' ex-missus.
Yeah, I should remember her name.
I can't think of her name. He looks after her.
Yeah, right. She's pretty crook, isn't she? Yeah,
Oh, I won't say.
yeah.
And Benny Smith's over there.
Yeah.
Benny, he's got to talk to him.
Yeah, gonna have to go and get them. Yeah.
Oh, they're over. You get hold of them. Just go to the bolo.
Yeah.
Bolo, come ask where they live and they'll put you in the right
Yeah.
direction, mate.
Yeah, I'll have to. Yeah.
George Cyril over there. There's a few.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So when you first got away, what was the tucker in that like, mate?
It was all right. It wasn't too bad in them days. I used to eat like crazy.
Oh, a skinny little fella like you.
I used to scoff everything. I used to double up 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
The best meal of the day was
Black pan.
Black pan.
Yeah.
That used to come down for that come about for the blokes who was on watches. They were on the 4 to 8 watches. The ABs and the firemen.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have a meal at 5 o'clock, they had a black pan, which was called a black pan, which was usually the best meal of the day.
It was.
And we used to wait around till they left the scraps, and everybody used to eat the scraps.
Yeah. Now, if you were the bloke in the 4 to 8 who made the mistake of staying up there and talking for 5 seconds, you starved because every other bar said, "Oh, I didn't think you're hungry, mate."
Yeah, it was all gone. And everything was cooked in fat in them days, and I think that's what caused a lot of blokes heart problems later on down the track.
Yeah.
Which helped me towards mine. I had, blockages of the heart.
Yeah.
Which I think caused it, because it was in them days it was what's it, fritol?
Oh, yeah, fritol and that.
Buckets of fritol, everything was homemade, and all the ice cream was homemade, and bread was made in those days.
Remember loading stores and that? How you used to load them? In the same bloody cargo net that you'd take the garbage ashore in, and bloody you'd load it under the conveyor belt so they'd be getting... And in them days the sides of beef or lamb or what meat and that would all be uncovered and that there, and
they'd butcher them.
Yeah, they'd butcher them on board. So very hygienic in them days. When more of us didn't come down
crook.
crook.
Talk about hygiene. What about before they had the toilet sanitary?
Yeah. Oh, the shit shoots over the side. Oh yeah.
Put them over and have to hose all them down, go down hose all the Henrys off the wall.
Oh mate.
That was the days.
Yeah.
You had to pull them up and be all over the ropes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the good old days, mate. The good old days.
They were good days.
They were.
In them days you used to go ashore, there used to be 6 or 7 years all go together and have a good night out.
Yeah.
Nowadays you're lucky to get 2 years go off the road.
With the OH&S things on, you'd never see the ambi class back on the coast now. No. Not with, because with the gear and that. Would you ever square them up? There's no way you'd ever be able to square them up.
No, but we used to work on those gear all the time.
Yeah.
We'd be up there all the time.
Yeah.
Working a loft. I used to love working.
Oh, so did I. I
loved
yeah.
it. I wasn't allowed up there when I was deck boy.
Yeah.
As soon as I turned back, I was allowed to go up and ding things down. And
that's right.
Was my job was to house the derricks all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been, not just Yampy class. I was on the few union company jobs. The old Kamala. You remember the Kamala?
Yeah. I was on the Karoon. That's the only union company job I was ever in.
I think I was on the Karoon.
Yeah.
And I was on remember the Tatana?
Yeah.
I was on her. That was a good job.
Yeah. So you couldn't buy a job in it. Even the deck boy's job you couldn't buy in it.
I'll never forget the day when I was bucko there, and when the deck boy were over the stage painting the name up in the forecastle. We're just sitting there having a big spell. We're doing nothing, just bludgeon. And the mate come along the wharf and sprung us. What are you doing? Well, what's it look like? You're doing nothing, mate. But in them days, we used to rule the roost.
Yeah, yeah.
Not so much these days.
Yeah, that's right, mate, yeah.
These days, we're on the back foot, I think.
Yeah, yeah. In those days, can you remember what the ship owner used to supply us in the way of safety gear or industrial gear or anything like that?
No, they used to. I don't recall ever getting any industrial gear. I don't recall any.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Remember the prison gear? That
When
was a little bit later on, but
later on when
yeah.
they supplied work
Yeah,
clothes, that was made by a company called North.
yeah, that's right, prison
North?
gear. Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
That was the first time that happened. But before that, we used to have to get our own.
Your own
We
gear,
had
yeah.
overalls and stuff
Yeah.
like that. We used to. Well, we didn't work in overalls. We worked
Yeah.
in shorts, t-shirt, and fox.
yeah. Well, that's right. Oh, you ever remember a bloke called Rod Harrison? Noddy?
Yeah, from Kembla.
Yeah, he joined the
Roddy.
Iron Wyndham in the early 70s, and that's the first time I ever seen a pair of industrial boots. That's how we got the nickname Noddy boots, because we said, have a look at this mongrel. We're all walking around squaring up in thongs and that.
Yeah.
Said, have a look at this bloke. He looks like Noddy boots, so we nicknamed him Noddy. But that was the first time I'd ever seen.
Name, Noddy.
Yeah, that's how first time I'd ever seen industrial boots. As I said, you either wore sand shoes or thongs and that, and that's how you squared up in. Run across the king and queen beams in your bloody thongs and that.
Well, that's how it was in them days.
Yeah.
You know, and there was no. I can't ever recall. We used to wear sand shoes
Yeah,
and tongs and
Yeah.
t-shirt and sometimes not even a t-shirt.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, nowadays.
I remember a bloke used to walk around like just had the front cupboard and a rope around. And
Yeah.
that was it. That's how we worked.
Yeah,
Barefooted.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Do it these days, mate. Your history.
Oh yeah, yeah. I went up to change the searchlight on the tug there 14 months ago, I think it was, and it's only 8 foot off the Monkey Island, and I got threatened with the sack because I didn't have a safety harness on.
Safety harness on.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yet, what were the ampy class? What were the derricks and that? How high were they? Yeah.
Pretty high.
And you'd be hanging on with your little finger while you pulled the derrick in, and yeah.
Was you ever on the Talinga or the Timbara?
No, I was on the Yandera.
I was on the both of them, the
Yeah.
Urunga and the Yandera.
Yeah.
Well,
No, sorry, the Urunga, not the Yandera. I was on the
they're
Urunga.
both the same.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
on
sister
both of
ships.
them.
Yeah,
I was on the Urunga, the Yandera
Yeah.
when she converted to load containers.
yeah. Well, I was on the Urunga when she came back from loading containers, and they put the gear back in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were laid up in Hobart for a month.
Yeah,
Burton had to take. He used to run. This is when containers first came in.
yeah,
Run empties from Hobart to Melbourne.
yeah.
Run empty, about 30 containers in them days.
That's about it. Yeah,
That was it. But the highest derricks I ever went on was the Talingas and the
Yeah.
Timbaras. I nearly fell from one of them.
yeah,
Well, I did fall, but the only thing I was working on the derrick head, but the blocks and all the running gear was about 10 foot underneath that
Yeah.
derrick head,
of course, yeah.
and we were painting them. And what you done in them days is you had your rope around the top.
Yeah,
Remember the fish tail on the top?
yeah,
And it slipped and I dropped about 10 foot. And oh, geez, I nearly died that day.
Well, there was a bloke shipped out of here on one of those. He fell and the winch handle went into him. Oh, what was his name? He was off for quite a while. I forget his bloody name now. But the same sort of thing. They'd been painting a loft there, and his rope was something that must have been in the store, or been up near something, or a bit of shit, something like that, and the rope parted, and he bloody fell.
Do you remember Harold Hunstead?
Nah, not offhand.
Do you remember the Iron Dampy and the Iron Flinders?
Yeah, yeah, the original ones. Yeah,
I can remember Harold Hunstead. Remember we used to go over the stages and paint the floor part of the bridge?
yeah,
Harold Hunstead was over there with another bloke one day, and the other bloke took the turns off the stage, and he didn't tell Harold.
yeah,
Harold fell from the top, and they said as he fell, he went parallel on the side,
Yeah.
on the thing, and he fell. You know, there's the side. He
Yeah.
fell down like that. They said his fingernails were all the way down. He landed on his feet,
yeah.
and he just all his
Shattered.
shattered. They just all his just
Yeah.
went up, and he's never, he
Yeah.
never went to sea again after that.
Yeah,
Lucky to be alive, mate.
yeah, yeah. It would have been too.
The old Dampy and the Flinders.
Yeah, Yeah, the Explorer class. You remember them? What other different types of ships have you been on? Tankers and them?
I've been on tankers, car carrier.
No, you're on the Sea Raider, were you?
I was on the Sea
You
Raider.
weren't there with JB, were you?
Underglaze, it's got to go on.
Burgess.
No, not Burgess. No, what a good bloke he was.
It wasn't he just? The,
No, I could tell you it's young
rotten little
when I
mongrel.
first started with Johnny
Yeah.
Burgess, mate, when he was a young fella.
yeah,
With Johnny Burgess, when we were on the ship called the Iron Arnhem,
yeah,
and he had long hair, him and another bloke out of Melbourne. I can't think of the other blokes out of Melbourne now, but Johnny Burgess, the first I ever sailed with him, he's only a young fella.
yeah.
Oh, it must be 20 years ago. Anyhow, he had long hair in them days, and we all got on the piss one night over in New Zealand. Got up in the morning, I see this bloke come in, he's bald. He got all his him and the other bloke from Melbourne shaved the whole lot off.
Yeah.
I said, he's a maniac, but what a good bloke.
He was a gentleman. Yeah,
Mate, sad day.
yeah. Was it what, mate? I remember it was the day that Johnny Higgins found out that they'd lost the election. I was in his office with him, and Tony Beale rang him and said, "You better get down here now." Why? And they just found JB dead on the wharf. Little
Bill
bastard.
loved him.
Yeah,
Bill loved him.
Yeah.
Bill was an arsehole, but he loved
yeah.
him.
He loved JB. Yeah. Well, not too many people didn't.
Everybody did.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
still owes me $20 a pass. Me and probably about 7,000 up the Seaman around the
well,
coast.
that's right, mate. That's
JB,
right.
But
Yeah.
that was JB.
That was JB,
That
yeah.
was him, mate.
Yeah.
You know, they should have called him GMH, you know. Oh, here comes GMH, how you hold?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, how you holding?
No,
Yeah.
but that just water under a duck's back. That,
Yeah.
You know, that was just a bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
'Cause
Never, we're on the Devil Cat. That's the only time I've ever sailed him. And yeah, we're in Bell Bay in Georgetown, and JB's got to try and get some money out of Barbara from the credit union, and he's thinking, how am I going to do it? And now he's going, this is what we're going to do, Finchy. I said, what's that, Burgess? He said, going to ring Barbara, going to tell her that to put some money into your account because you're going to lend me the money to buy this present and that. So I said, right, fair enough. So he gets on the phone to Barb, and he says, now Barb, can you put, I think it was 600 in Finch's account for me because I've got to buy this present. And he'll, yeah, righto, John. You sure? Yeah, righto, John. So anyhow, we get back to Melbourne a couple of days later, and he goes up to see Barb, and she said, what was the present? And he said, sorry about that, Barb, it rang third. That's the reason why she wouldn't give him, because he was a mad punter, Burgess, you know. Yeah, just like to laugh. Yeah, sorry about that, Barb. It didn't run third. It run last. Yeah.
I'll never forget when it was at,
Yeah.
To cut some pictures out and put it on something.
it was at the stopover meeting, and
Yeah.
Come in here, bring it in
it
here.
was brought up about the death, and I'll never forget Mick Dolman. Mick Dolman was there, and he was nearly in tears,
Yeah.
talking about it. He couldn't, nearly choking. It
Yeah.
was a sad day.
Yeah. Well, Mick was one of them to give a eulogy at his funeral too, mate. And,
I missed
Yeah.
the funeral. I was on
Yeah,
the.
it was a big funeral.
I was on the 2-2 line on the number 1. I think.
yeah.
Spot 1 at the time. A couple of blokes stayed back and went to the funeral, but
Yeah.
we were actually in Devonport and missed it.
Yeah.
It was just. I would have loved it went to his funeral.
Oh, mate. My daughter missed him something terrible because he first introduced her, I think, to a sly drink, and bloody. When she found out that JB had died, you know, after she said, well, who's going to carry me out of the parties now that Burgess is not Uncle JB, she used to call him. And at his funeral, when my grandson was born, I said, what do you call him, Emma? And she said, Jeremy Bailey. I said, you thought about that? She says, yeah, Jeremy Bailey. I said, Emma, what are the initials?
JB.
And she went, JB. Oh, no. But John kept promising he'd come down and see the baby, you know, come down, and he never did. But when he died, Emma said to me, do you think his mum would let me put a photo of Jeremy in the coffin with him? And I went and seen Margaret, and she did. I explained to her what it was, that JB was like an uncle to my kids and that, you know, because they'd known him since they were that high there, since we first moved to Melbourne 22 years ago. And yeah, so when he got cremated, the photo went with him too, yeah. But he was a top bloke, Burgess.
Mate, he's just sad.
Yeah.
You know, I go back. I can tell you stories about him, but I won't.
Yeah.
Especially on that Arnhem, mate. Now. He bet to Sheila once, and we were at the pub and he met the Sheila and she's just talking away and he nicknamed her because he called her Hamburger Head. I'll never forget. So what do you call that for? She says, well, it's got a head on it like a hamburger. So I called it, but she loved it.
Yeah.
And it stuck, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, one of the stories Mick told about him at the funeral was a similar thing. He was trying to pick up a Sheila and that, and he went to the toilet and he took his teeth out and put them in the beer and said, so no one would drink his beer while he was away.
I'll tell you what, with him on the Brambles with the gear on the
Tassie Achiever.
The Achiever,
Yeah.
the Burjo, yeah.
Yeah.
He used to shoot up and put the bets on lunch. I never had a licence or nothing.
Yeah,
The car, I don't know who his car was, but he used to shoot up full of grog and
Yeah.
God, can we miss that guy?
Oh, mate, yeah, you know, even today, well, it's 4 years ago, and it's just, you
Is
know,
that 4 years?
yeah, the last
That's how long
election.
Dickie Deacon's been, you know Dickie Deacon?
No, not quite sure.
Oh, he's out of Newcastle.
Yeah.
I was with him on the John Hunter.
Yeah.
Tanker I was on for many years,
Yeah.
7 years. And he was a pumpman there, and he ended up having a heart attack later on.
Yeah,
And he ended up going into a pub, and had a pub, and he died about the same time as Johnny Bird.
yeah, right, yeah.
Another good bloke, you know.
Yeah, but just on 4 years ago, because it was when the election results came out, so it'd be May, June.
Yeah.
June 4 years ago.
Jesus.
Yeah, doesn't seem that long.
No.
Yeah. So, any other characters you can remember? I mean, the gear, yeah.
Well, I only knew the gear many years
Yeah.
ago when he was only a young fella, you know.
He still thinks he's only a young fella.
I know that. He was only very early 20s. I saw with the gear many years ago. I don't even remember what it was, and then I run into him again on the Achiever.
Yeah.
I think the grog's got him now. And
Never sailed with him. I've known him all these years, and I've never sailed. The closest I got to it, I did a quick relief on the Tassie Achiever the day he was coming on leave. And he said, "You bastard," he said, "I've waited for years to sail with you, and I'm going on bloody leave."
yeah, no, he's all right.
Yeah.
He looked after me on that one. He's pretty good.
But your time at sea, you must have had a few highs and a few lows, a few good times, a few bad times.
Oh,
I
I had a period of time. But
Yeah,
been combo a few times and
yeah,
over the years. And, had some good trips over the years. The time I went around the world on the TNT Express,
oh yeah,
which was an ABC container
yeah.
line ship.
She didn't last too long, did she? Oh, she was here a few years.
A couple of years, but she was one of Belgian owned, and
Yeah.
we managed to get, the union managed to get us on them.
Frankie Lincoln, the bosun there when you were there.
No, I can't remember where the gaffer was.
I don't know where
I don't remember where the gaffer was, mate.
Yeah,
I don't remember. It was that, early '84,
Yeah.
I think it was. I done a trip around the world on her, which was an experience.
yeah.
And an experience being on that ship itself, and
From what I've heard, she was.
you
Yeah,
know, and she hard job,
Yeah.
very hard because there was only 6 ABs. I remember when I joined it, me and another AB joined it, and they wanted a storekeeper. And in them days, you still had a storekeeper.
Yeah.
I was AB, yeah. And we had a bloke called, remember Spanish Joe out of Sydney, Joe Gatararis.
I heard the name, but I'd never sailed him.
Prick.
Yeah,
Him and me joined it, and they wanted a storekeeper. And then when they said the storekeeper's got to do the soundings every day,
he
there was
didn't want to do it.
45 of them. No.
Yeah,
And I found that out. I said, no. And so he said, who wants it out here? I said, Joe jumped straight in. He said, I'll
Yeah.
have it. Away you go. It's all yours, mate. And I remember he got found out he'd done it for a while.
and budgeted, eh?
Bodging them.
Yeah,
Got caught out.
Yeah.
You know? That was another. And that particular ship, I'll never forget, we're going from Auckland to Panama Canal,
yeah,
which was something else. That fabulous going through there.
yeah,
And on the way over, they had a barbecue. So everybody attended, and me and the third mate was on watch. It was on the 8 to 12, and the third mate was a bit of an Alpie, only a young fella, out of Kiwi.
yeah,
Jeremy, I've never seen him since, probably got the arse, you know. Me and him were had a few beers, and we went to the barbecue, and at half past 8 at night, we went down the after end of the bridge and we looked over to see how it was going, the barbie going. We looked over and it was a full-on blue. Everybody was into the whole crowd was into it.
Yeah.
You know, the whole,
Yeah.
everybody's in about 10 of them blew
Yeah.
it, fighting.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on here? And it turned out Spanish Joe started it all by his filthiness and
Yeah.
you know, the way he carried on, and you know, that was another thing that just stuck out.
Yeah.
Going through the Panama Canal was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
You've been through that?
Yeah, I was on the Aussie Exporter for 3.5 years.
That's an experience. You've got to
Yeah.
do that to see it, to believe it.
Yeah.
And look behind you where you've come through there,
Yeah.
and then go through the Suez Canal.
Suez, yeah.
Do you go through there?
I didn't do the Suez until 10 years ago when we brought the Helix out from Poland.
The Felix.
Yeah,
Felix.
the Felix, yeah.
Yeah, he.
I was the first gaffer there.
Yeah, Frankie Murray.
Yeah.
Frank's not there anymore.
No, he after marrying the
Industrial officer.
the industrial
Kept
officer,
it quiet for a while. He told me all about it.
yeah, died.
He told me how he got onto
Yeah.
it too. Did he tell you that?
No, I think you was telling me. Yeah, yeah,
I won't mention it.
yeah.
I don't know where he is now, Frank. Is
He's
he offshore still?
yeah. I was talking to Diane a while ago because she rang me wanting to get Matthew to go down for Trident, and I told her, sorry, you just missed out. He's been picked up by Farstead, I think. Yeah, and that was the last time I talked to her.
Is that your son?
Yeah. 2 days. That's right. 2 days after he got picked up by Farstead, she rang me and said, "Your son still wants to get away to sea. We're looking for it." And I said, "Sorry about that. He's been picked up by Farstead," which was better for him in the long run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They got the gas buggies now.
Are they?
They have soon.
Yeah.
They should have them by now. They're
Yeah,
going
right.
over to Triton.
Yeah. Oh, Trident. Yeah. No, Trident. They got him. Yeah.
They
Yeah, I
got
know
'em
that.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have. Yeah. What about some near misses or hits or any, like bad weather or hitting wharves or anything like that?
One just come to mind straight away. I was on the Lake Colac.
Yeah.
Lake Colac. No, the Inula. The old Inula.
Yeah.
Remember the Inula? I remember we were going into Bundaberg once to load sugar, and the skipper come in them days. They used to berth them themselves.
Yeah.
We didn't have many pilots in them days,
Yeah.
and they used to berth them. You come in too fast, and you just ploughed straight into the wharf bow first, and
Ooh.
smashed all the thing in. We ended up getting a couple of weeks there,
Yeah.
which was good.
Yeah.
No near misses over the years. Not many,
Yeah.
but a lot of bad weather over the years. I've been through a bit of bad weather over
Yeah.
time. Remember the old Iron Sirius?
Yeah.
I was on her. We hit a typhoon going up to Japan. We had a full load of cargo, but it didn't bother us because we used to play blind poker in them days.
Yeah.
We was playing blind poker the whole 5 days we were in the typhoon. I'll tell you who was there. There used to be still alive, Morgan Tanner.
Yeah.
Morgan's
Yeah.
still alive.
Yeah.
He still lives in Adamstown.
Yeah. Right.
You get some yarns off him. Morgan Tanner. Other steward there, he's dead now. Alan, I can see his face. Alan, and I'll tell you another identity out of Canberra was there too. He's retired now. He lives in the Philippines. He's giving different coloured pills. Ray Herbert.
Ray, yeah, is he up in the Philippines too? Donnie McLaughlin lives up there too.
Yeah, Ray Herbert's been living in the Philippines
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah, Donnie McLaughlin's been living up there for 20 odd years, I think.
Well, Herbert's
Yeah.
been up there for a long time.
Yeah.
He was there. Ray Herbert, Morgan Tanner, the other steward, and Alan. I can't think of his name. And someone else. We used to just play blind poker the whole time through the typhoon, because we could remember the waves
Yeah.
coming over the top, crashing over the top. And we were actually going up with a load of coal. She was
Yeah.
a ship of 120,000 tonne, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
We had over 100,000 tonne of coal in us, and we were fully
Yeah.
loaded, and I was just, she wasn't moving much, and it was just the waves were coming over, and
Yeah.
that ship had 11 hatches. 11?
Yeah, I don't know, I was never on it, but yeah.
11 hatches. And we had a lot of stuff for the dry docking. We were going to dry dock up there. We had, I think, about 40 drums of anti-fouling paint, which was very expensive in them days. Everything lashed down, all stuff lashed. And after the typhoon settled down, we just got off Japan. We were allowed out on deck. No one was allowed out on deck in them days at that time, of course. We went out there was
Nothing.
Bugger
all.
All washed over the side.
Yeah.
You're talking really heavy stuff. It just washed over the side. Everything smashed.
Yeah.
The only thing that was stayed there, we had a stage. It was a heavy stage.
Yeah.
I will never forget it. We had it lashed behind number 11. Lashed.
Yeah.
We found it up at number 2, wedged up there in between the hatches of number 2. It's a heavy gauge stage.
Yeah. Jeez.
All the rest
Gone.
Just a lot, and a lot of damage, done to the ship.
The Sirius had a nickname too, didn't she?
I don't know.
Thalidomide Kid. Didn't she have short wings on the bridge?
Had no wings.
That's right. They nicknamed her the Thalidomide Kid.
Did it?
Because she had the funny accommodation which come in like half a pyramid, didn't it?
Yeah.
And just the small wings of the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I didn't mind. I was basing there at the time, and I tell you, it was there, the bear.
Yeah.
Bear out of Kimber.
Yeah.
You know, Brian, his poor bugger's dead.
Yeah.
The bear.
Yeah.
Alan. Oh,
You'll remember this bloke's name later.
Jesus, you'd have to know him. He's been around a long time. He's a wharfie now.
Yeah.
Alan.
Anyhow.
He's an ex-alky. He's been going to AAs for nearly 25 years.
Yeah,
now.
right. I'd know him. But yeah.
You know, but that was a ship, and another ship was the TNT Express. I'd been at sea probably 20 years before I joined the ship, and we were going from Philadelphia to Zeebrugge in Belgium.
In Belgium, yeah.
Across the Atlantic. We hit some bad weather, and I was in bed. I wasn't in bed. I was on my cabin. I put the two settees together, lashed them together, and tried to sleep on that. I'll never forget. I thought the ship was rolling over. Twice it happened during the night. I said, "We're gone," because I nearly stood up. When it rolled.
Yeah.
So where am I going to run? What am I going to do?
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere. What am I going to do? And I thought the ship was going over twice during the night. And that's the only time I've experienced that, and I don't want to ever go through that ever again.
Yeah. Now, there's you're talking about the TNT Express. She was a dual-purpose ship too, wasn't she?
Yeah,
she was container and bulk, wasn't she?
Yeah, we used to take. We took 2 hatches of mineral sand.
Yeah.
We loaded that in Geraldton.
Yeah.
For that went to Gulfport, which was the mouth of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
So we used to take the 2 hatches of mineral sand to there. The mole's lock. The mole's lock. You're not getting in here either.
We'll do hers later.
The pest barrier's up and she's got through it. Oh, look. The pest barrier's up and she's got through again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took mineral sand to Gulfport and then containers.
Yeah.
There, but that was the only time she ever loaded bulk cargo.
Yeah, right, yeah.
That was what it was for, but it was mainly a bulky.
Yeah.
But it was,
with a few containers.
You had containers, hatches in it, but it was mainly bulky.
Yeah. What does the Seamen's Union of Australia mean to you, and how did it have influence on your life?
Oh, it had a big influence on my life, mate.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about unions when I first went away to sea, and from the very first day I went on.
Yeah.
I had people like Billy Bodman was one of my basins.
Yeah.
Who taught me a lot about the union. Cheeky Harry taught me a lot. Pee Wee Wilson. A lot of people thought just because he was cat, he wasn't a union.
He batted for both sides anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, he did. He was a batsman bowler.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, people thought he wasn't, but he was very union-minded, and he taught me a lot of stuff, and a lot of blokes in my lifetime, you still don't stop learning.
Yeah, that's right.
About the union, because if without the union, we're stuffed, mate.
Yeah, that's true.
They're there to fight our battles, in which they do on a good scale.
Yeah.
You know, who can you turn to? You haven't got the union, mate.
That's right.
You can't, your mates can only go so far, but But you know, the union's there to fight for you and, you know, help you out.
Yeah, this bullshit Howard's coming out with, you know, oh, you'll be right, you know, one bloke can go up against the company or something like that. What a load of crap.
Oh no, he's running scared. I think we got him, mate. I hope this year, you know, this is it.
Yeah.
And if we do get them over the line, I hope they wake up themselves and think who helped them.
Yeah, that's right.
And really do the right thing
this
time, not talk.
No, they've
got
got to
go and do it, mate, because we've had this in the past.
Yeah.
A lot of our blokes are disillusioned with the Labor.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Including myself. I am disillusioned a bit because I know I've been to a lot of stuff I went through over the years and elections over the years, and where they said they're going to do this and they're going to do that. And what stands out in my mind is 45D.
Yeah.
It's still there, isn't it?
Yeah, and yeah.
They're still there.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to do this.
Yeah.
Nothing was done.
The only thing that one of them in the Labor Party said they were going to get rid of and did, which is now no longer existent, is when Laurie Brereton started the sale of the ANL.
But if we haven't got the Labor Party, who have we got?
That's right. Even the worst Labor Party's better than the best Liberals. Yeah.
Well, that's right. But I mean, like, if they get back in, they've got to do the right thing, mate. They've got to remember. And I think Kevin Rudd's doing a good job. I think he's their best chance.
Yeah, well, hopefully,
and I like his deputy. I think that
Julia.
because I think she's one of us.
Yeah. Well, talking about one of us, I see one of our blokes, Seaman, got in as state here in New South Wales.
Coombsy, I was
Robert
away.
Coombs,
I missed the elections. I tried to vote.
Yeah.
Couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't vote because I went back too early, absentee.
Yeah.
Couldn't vote, so I'm waiting to get a fine.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But I wouldn't have voted in his election, but my daughter out there voted for him.
Yeah.
She lives in that electorate.
I was with him on his first ship when he was a white carter, the Iron Bogong. I was with Coombsy.
She's the Bogong. I was on it when it was the Bogong.
Yeah, no, I was with her when she was the Iron Bogong. Yeah.
When she was the Bogong.
Yeah.
She was on the Black and Tan run, Whyalla Newcastle or Whyalla Kembla.
Yeah.
Remember the Black and Tan run?
Yeah.
They used to call it the Black and Tan?
Yeah.
Not Black Fan, Black and Tan.
No, Black and Tan, that's right, yeah. I ended up basing on her too.
But
I was in
getting back to the union, mate, you know, without those guys, you know, you've got dedicated people there. And they're so dedicated, you know, and their way of thinking and their forwardness and their, you know, if we didn't have them,
that's right.
Christ, I don't know where we'd be, mate.
Yeah.
You know, there is some. I've got me favourites.
Yeah.
You know, I think some of them ain't doing a proper job. A couple of them ain't. You know,
that's right.
I don't go to. I'll go to certain ones that I think
same here. Yeah.
That's going to help me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've got your ideas. I've got.
Yeah.
I won't mention names, but I just got certain blokes.
That's what democracy's all about. Yeah.
Well, I've got one bloke in particular in Newcastle, Lenny Cavell.
Yeah.
You know, Lenny.
Yeah.
Lenny is he's a Wharfie, but he is so switched on with what's going on. He one bloke that took the time to learn all about us.
Yeah.
He knows what's going on.
That's right, yeah.
Whereas Jimmy Boyle, he's all right, but he's mainly a Wharfie.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Lenny Cavell, I talked to Lenny. I actually spoke to him the other day.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The thing is, you know, with a lot of young, not so much young, but a lot of the newcomers that are coming into our industry today, see the state of the accommodation, they see the food, they see the wages and everything. They think the ship owners being the good people they are, give it to them all on a hand and, you know, hand it to them on a plate.
They do that, but, but you try and talk to some of them these days, they don't give it stuff. They don't want to know about it.
Don't want to know about it.
That's past.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want to hear crap like that. They're not interested in that.
No, that's right.
Not all of them.
There's a few good blokes,
There is a few good ones. I just actually saw with one out of Western Australia.
Yeah.
He's only 22 years of age, but man, he's got his head screwed on. He's right. He's one of us, you know, the word go. But there is a few. There's a lot that just couldn't give a stuff.
Couldn't care less. That's right.
I mean, like, you know, there is a few that you try and talk to them about the good old days of. Guess I don't know about that.
No, that's right. That's right.
You know, it's sad in a way because there's a lot of history. Did you read the Wayne Ward's book?
No, I haven't read it yet.
The Last Seaman?
Yeah, I haven't read it yet.
I've got it in my room.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to Fitz. You know Larry Fitz.
Yeah.
He lives up here.
Oh, right, yeah.
Fitzy's been here for many years.
Yeah.
Do you remember Larry?
Not quite sure. I could, that's the trouble,
Newcastle
bloody.
Identity.
Yeah, that's the trouble. You know a lot of people by their heads and don't know their
Fitzy
names.
used to live in Carrington.
Probably know his head if I seen it, yeah.
In the early days,
Yeah.
he used to hang around Newcastle.
Yeah.
He used to drive a white car, real old white car.
Oh, probably could, yeah.
That's how old he.
Yeah.
But he's still around, Larry. He
Yeah.
gets down here to Pettison.
Yeah, right. In your time at sea, you would have come across quite a few shipboard disputes or shore disputes. Can you remember any ones that stick out in your mind?
I remember when, the early days when the engineers had us all stuck up in Newcastle. I was on the Lake Macquarie
Yeah.
at the time. That went on for about 3 months.
Oh, it's a while, yeah.
I've been on a lot of disputes on the John Hunter when I was there.
Yeah.
But a lot of it was just trivia. It was full up with too many union officials actually.
Wouldn't have been chief cook there by the name of Lester Murphy by any chance, would
Lester
there?
Murphy was one of them. Yes, old Lester Murphy. He was forever sticking it up.
Yeah.
There used to be 3 cooks there, full brigade. They used to have the hats, the whole gear on. And Lester Murphy used to walk, and they used to follow in single file in order.
Yeah.
Chief, second, and third. Everywhere he went in the phone booth. They were all in there with him. And Freddie Ross was there.
Yeah.
There was another bloke from part of the guild was there too. I can't think of his name. The engineers had a representative from the guild on there. The stewards.
Yeah.
Bobby Ambrose. Remember Bobby Ambrose?
Yeah, remember Bob, yeah.
Johnny Carr was on there.
Yeah.
Johnny Carr was there. He's still alive. He lives in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Kevin Plummer. Kevin.
Yeah, the name. Yeah.
Kevin's on the Claudia.
Oh, yeah.
I've been on there. I've done a trip on hers.
Yeah.
They ring me up occasionally if they're short.
She's a little 60 mile, what do they call them now?
Just runs from Sydney to Bass Point.
Yeah, yeah.
Does 3 trips a week.
Yeah.
They give the bosun picks the blokes up there.
Yeah.
And they every time they're short occasion they give me a ring and
Yeah.
do 1 trip up and back. They get about $500 for the day.
Yeah, that's all right.
Not
Yeah.
a bad little number. But
Yeah.
look, those disputes, there's been numerous. In the early years,
Yeah.
there was a lot of blues.
We'd stick ships up at the drop of a hat.
In the early years,
Yeah.
there was a lot of blues, because in them days we were pretty solid.
Yeah.
We dictated
Yeah.
terms in them days.
Yeah. And also in them days, the companies never liked the unions getting too close together. Because now, when there's a dispute, the unions work in together against what they used to do in them days when they worked against each other.
They did.
Yeah.
In them days, there was 7 unions.
Yeah, that's right.
7.
Yeah.
You had the ship.
AMOU.
Shipwrights,
Yeah. Chippies,
chippies,
Sparkies,
cooks,
engineers, cooks, stewards, and us.
stewards. And they'd all be going all different
Yeah,
ways.
that's right. Yeah.
But there'd be blues. I can remember we stuck the Iron Arnhem up for ice photos.
Yeah.
They wouldn't give the BHP wouldn't give us ice photos,
Yeah.
so we stuck the ship up, and we got them.
Yeah.
And in them days, used to stick them up for any.
Well, remember the bullshit they used to go on about with the fruit juice? You couldn't get fruit juice until you got north of the Tropic of Capricorn.
Then as soon as you got
Yeah.
back, they
cut it off.
But
And-
nowadays it's common.
Yeah. But what was it 9 times out of 10 that they the fruit juice they used to give you?
Tins.
Grapefruit juice.
Yeah, grapefruit juice or black or the other one, the black currant.
Oh, I forget now. I remember the grapefruit. The crew used to get the grapefruit juice
No,
until
it's
we
horrible.
found out the chief steward was bloody shooting the orange juice to the mob of midships.
Yeah, they used to. Yeah, well, there was them and
Yeah.
us in them days.
Yeah,
It
that's
was always
right,
them and
yeah.
us. And nowadays, there's still a little bit there, but
Yeah.
I'm still weary of those. I go back and I remember.
Yeah.
I remember what was done to me and what we went through.
Yeah,
in
that's
them
right.
days. And the things that they used to put on us.
Yeah.
Knock us back for any
That-
stupid little things.
That's right. Yeah.
I can remember in them days the bosun used to run all the time off.
Yeah.
And in one particular ship I was on the River Burnett, we had a skipper called you know this bloke called Kane.
Old Tane.
Right. Very, very famous identity.
Yeah, that
He
was the prick on the Townsville Trader.
He was chief mate on
Yeah.
the River Burnett when I was there,
Yeah.
and he said to the basin, "You're not running the time off anymore. I will run it. And if the boys want time off, they come and see me." The old Tane had a habit of sunbaking on the Monkey Island, which was on top of the bridge in the afternoons. So what the basin used to say, everybody used to get half a day, which was probably about 15 or 16 guys on there. They used to go up one after the other and they'd go up and while we were sunbaking.
Yeah.
Time at 10 minutes apart. Go up and ask for the half day chief. And in the end he got the sick of it.
Yeah.
So he handed it back to the
basin, yeah.
You know, because that's one way we got around him.
Yeah.
And there was other instances of some real arseholes that used to just knock you back for any...
Yeah.
Just to be, you know...
An arsehole.
Make it hard for you in them days. But in the early days, we kind of had our victories and losses, but we had more victories than losses, I thought. You know, but they could be really, especially BHP, they were the hardest of the lot.
Yeah.
You know, they'd spend $1 million just to save a dollar. You know, so you couldn't get that dollar. And they were hard.
Yeah, that's right. Bell to bell.
Bell to bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I never get that.
Yeah.
I can, you know, as I said, get back to the aggregate wage, when that come in, that was heaven.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was heaven, because it was after working 6 in the morning till 8:30 at night.
Yeah.
And wore you out after,
That's
you're
right.
doing it 7 days a week, and it really got you down. And when we got when the union won the aggregate wage, it was just heaven.
Yeah, yeah. I think my first job, because I lived so far away from my home port, it took me 11 months to get 3 weeks leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be right.
Yeah.
Mate. That'd be right. But
because when you're in your home port and you couldn't go anywhere,
you lost it.
You lost it.
But what we used to get around that, we used to say, right over, mate, we'll come in and mop the alleyways, clean the alleyways.
Yeah.
That was the home porters, but the outporters used to get it.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so you better be in an outport than a home port. Yeah.
If you were a home porter, we used to they used to come in and do the alleyways and get the day.
Yeah.
That's how you.
That's if you got a good mate. Yeah. Yeah. How important did you find, when you don't find too many people turning up them now, but stop at meetings?
I think they're very important.
Yeah.
People should go to them. It's a pretty sad state of affairs these days, especially in Newcastle. You get a lot of retirees go to stockroom meetings.
Yeah.
I get to every one that I could possibly get to, because you know you've got to go there to find out what's going on in the industry.
That's right. Yeah.
Find out, you know what's going on in the industry. You get a full good report. Plus you run into other guys that you haven't seen for years.
Yeah.
And you find out what's going on with other people, and you've got to go to it.
But it seems to be commonplace now, where the majority is made up of the same old faces, and the majority of them are the retirees.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
I've just come on, but lately I've been shipping out of the West. I've been on ships with West Australian crews.
Yeah.
And they've been telling me that their stock meetings are fully packed all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like in Newcastle in particular, you could usually tell who's going to be there.
Yeah.
But I missed the last one. I was filthy on it because I was flying from West Australia coming home, and I never got home till 5:30 that night.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to stock. I missed it, and I probably missed this one.
Yeah.
Because of the time frame of them going back, but I don't like missing them.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to them because, you find out what's going on. If there's any demonstrations coming up, or any blues coming up, or any leaflets got to be handed out, or anything coming up, what's going on,
Well, we had one in Melbourne just before Christmas. Not even a dozen people turned up.
That's ridiculous.
Not even a dozen.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible. For the Port of Melbourne's a huge port. Hey! For the Port of Melbourne, it's a big port.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Ease it up, you. Bloody cat. Wants to get in there again too.
Yeah. Shut up.
Yeah. So, in the good old days, can you tell us how the seamen used to get picked up for the jobs and that? About the pickup, the roster?
Well, when I first went away to sea, we had a roster system which was run by the...
Ooh, don't bite that.
Kieran, come and grab the cat, will you? It was run by the union in them days. They used to come down, we used to go down, we had our list of who was on the roster and at the board up there, and the official used to run it in conjunction with the shipping office.
Yeah.
Them days, and that's how you used to get your jobs. And later on, in them days, you could ship out of any port in Australia.
Yeah.
But when Schedule C come in, that all finished. But that's how we used to get our jobs, and that went on for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Until the AMSA took it over and they run the pickup, and our officials didn't run it anymore. Till when did the pickup finish?
90.
Is it that long?
7 or 98. Peter Reef was the one who destroyed our pickup. 97 or 98.
It's 9 years since we haven't had a roster.
Yeah.
Well, that ran right up till then.
Yeah.
That's how it used to work, and that's how you got your jobs.
Yeah.
But nowadays, companies are just picking people up at random,
Yeah.
which they are. They're picking up stewards and cooks.
That's right.
Just people are just going in, and nowadays you've got a database.
Yeah.
That they go to. They've got the ship owners one and the unions one. But a lot of people are getting picked up around, and we've got to be on our guard against these people. I've just sailed with one, and he's well known, but I mean, like he's a steward, but he was telling us how he got away to sea. He put his name down, and he got away in the Iron Chieftain.
Yeah.
Just the company rang him up and put him on there.
Yeah.
And he didn't know what he was doing, you know. And the crew said, "What are you doing there?" And they said, "Oh, they picked me up as a chief steward, IR." That's what the position is there, chief steward, IR.
Shit.
Because he goes out and work with
Yeah.
IR. And they said, "Where'd you come from?" He just put his name down the company, but he knows the union. He's since joined the union.
Yeah.
And he's in the union and all that now. But the way he got in, I said, I just saw him. I said, "You got in the wrong way, mate. You come in the back door. You should never have been on that ship.
Yeah.
You should have walked down that gangway." I said, "How come the crowd didn't chase you down the gangway?"
Yeah.
They said, "Oh, they said you shouldn't have been there, and they, but he stayed there and he done his time. But I said, you've come in the back door. You should never have done that."
Yeah, I've heard a few weird stories about that Iron Chieftain.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
blokes on there refusing to be in the union and everything.
Well, that's what Lenny told me. That
Yeah.
I asked Lenny about that. He said that particular mob
Yeah.
are doing that.
That's the same mob that's got.
Intel. That's the old.
Yeah.
Got the Santa
CSL
Clara.
Pacific and the Statacone,
Yeah, they're the
That
mob
Chris
got-
Sorensen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
they
mob's
are,
got
so.
that.
Yeah.
But he knows Bracken and all that.
Yeah.
He knows Dickie Ryan.
Yeah.
He's an old steward from the old white spirit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right.
He's about 45.
Yeah.
But, I told him, "You've done the wrong thing there."
Yeah.
He said, "I know, but what can I do? What do I do?"
Yeah. Yeah.
He's done the right thing. He's joined the union and he's gone from there, like you.
How old's this cat?
How old's the cat?
Well, there's Brown there.
Yeah.
2 months or 3 months old.
Yeah.
Well,
The
not going to make 5, is it?
yeah, the SRF, mate. What's the effect it's had on you and the family?
Well, the SRF provided me. I've retired once. You probably know, Fitchy.
Yeah.
When I got 55, that was the end of me. I finished. I joined the SRF I think approximately 5 months after it started.
Yeah.
The only thing I regret about what I'd done with the SRF, I should have put money in it.
Yeah.
I should have put voluntary money in it over the years, which would have given me a greater slice of the pie.
Yeah.
But I was quite happy when I got over the time I was in it, I got over $300,000, which provided this home for us.
Yeah.
Me and the wife, we'd never had a home in our life. Paid all my debts, and it really kicked me on.
Yeah.
It's the best thing that's ever happened to us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Best thing that's ever happened to us. People can go and have a bit of dignity now, and they can plan their retirement. These days you can retire and go back again.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't make any difference now.
So how did going to sea affect your family life?
Oh, I'm not. My wife, she's all right. She's glad to get rid of me sometimes, and she's quite. Come here, please.
No.
You just asked me about how it's affect the family life.
Hang. So, Pat, what part of Joe going to sea, how did it affect your family life in that?
Oh, it didn't really affect them. It just, the kids missed him a lot, and it was hard because when I had the last two, he wasn't home. He was home for a while and then he was gone again, and I think they were 6 weeks old before he seen them again.
Yeah, so like all seagoing wives, I suppose you had to be wife and husband too, and father and...
At the time, but when he come home, he took over the role, and I had that break, so...
So he wasn't a sook like my old man and say, oh, no, you look after him. And
No, he was a good father, good husband. He took over the parenting role of mother and father when he come home.
Yeah. I hope he didn't take over the role in the gear. He didn't get into the dress and that too, did he?
No.
Oh, well, that's good.
No,
I'm getting a bit worried about you, Joe.
He didn't go that far. No, still shorts, t-shirt and thong.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah. And, so... Now, you were just saying something then. What was it?
It was good to see him come home, but it was bloody good to see him go.
Well, that's nice. That's good.
True.
We get set into a routine.
Yeah.
And then when he's home, that routine goes out the door, you know.
Yeah, that seems to be the same. My wife said the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that when I was at sea, the routine she'd have that.
Your ways.
Yeah.
You get set in your ways.
Yeah, you get used to being the single parent sort of thing. Then the old man would come home and that's it. Everything's out the bloody window.
I mean, I still come and go and done what I liked. I still do today, but that routine gets upset.
Yeah.
So other than that, everything was fine.
Yeah. No, that's good, mate. That's good. And now you say.
Oh yeah, well, this is one of the second oldest grandkid. Her name's Karen. She's only 18, isn't it?
Yeah.
18 very shortly. She's the second one. The other bloke, he's 21. They range from 21. I've got 8 altogether.
Yeah.
What, 4 girls and 4 boys? Hang on.
Yeah. Pat just said a while ago, half and half.
Half and half. They range from 21 to 3. And do you want to say a few words?
So how did it affect you if your grandfather going away to sea?
Just missed him a lot and didn't get to see him that much.
Was it all right when he came home, bringing lots of prezzies?
Oh, he didn't really bring us much.
What?
He brings the grandkids now.
Yeah.
They got plenty while they were growing up. They didn't miss out.
No, we got heaps, but we get spoilt still.
Oh, I find it hard to believe that you spoil grandkids. Yeah. I can see my missus saying, yeah. I don't spoil mine either. So, well, mate, that just about brings us to the end, but what do you think of the industry today?
Well, I don't know where we're going. I hope we've got a future there for the younger ones coming through to get started in this industry, because it's looked after me for many years. It's put food on the table and clothes on my kids' back.
Yeah.
Looked after our family for many years. I don't know what I would have done without it.
Yeah.
And I do fear for the future.
Yeah, that seems to be the common theme that runs right through it.
Because I'm fear before what's going to happen in the blue water, because we're losing ships. I'm just hoping that when Labor gets in it, they'll fix it up.
Yeah.
Get our ships back again and get more blokes retrained to go back to sea.
Mm.
I'm just hoping for the future of the young blokes who's just started in our industry.
Yeah.
But I'm very fearful of it.
Yeah, as I said, that seems to be the common theme running through everyone we've done there. A bit worried about the way the industry's going.
I don't know what's going to happen. I think the only way we're surviving now is because the offshore is firing.
Yeah.
If that wasn't firing, I think we'll find a lot of blokes out of work.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm a bit fearful of the future. I think we've done well to hang on under Howard this long.
Yeah.
For what he's done to us, and what he's trying to do still. We've just got to hang in there and get the best result we can.
So I hope you've educated the grandkids on which way to vote.
Well, not yet. This one's coming up. She'll get educated, and the other bloke.
Well, if she doesn't realise now what a mongrel Johnny Howard is, I take it she soon will.
I don't want him.
Yeah,
Good.
there you go.
Good.
Yeah. So
mate,
she gets the vote this year.
That's good.
I think. When you turn 18?
June.
When's
Yeah,
the
you'll
election?
get the vote this year.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah,
anywhere
yeah,
from November to whatchamacallit. I reckon he'll go earlier than later.
There's your chance of
Yeah.
a vote.
So that's about it. Apart from you got anything else you want to add to it, mate?
No, as if you're a good old bloke, Finch. I've known you for many years of your exploits.
This is an unpaid statement. This too.
No, I've had a good life at sea.
Yeah.
I've been at sea 43 years. And I think I'll probably die at sea. I don't know. I hope not. I hope I want to retire completely in another couple of years' time and enjoy a bit of life. But I don't know. But I've had a good life.
Yeah.
And it's been good to me over the years. And, you know, I've met some good blokes over the time. I've met some real arseholes.
That's right. Yeah. Haven't we all?
Haven't we all, mate? I can,
Yeah.
I can remember guys. Remember Pissy Chris?
Yeah. Which one?
Chrissy Melville.
Chrissy. Oh, mate. He's been dead for bloody.
Yeah.
Good.
Bye.
How many years has Pissy Chrissy been dead for now?
Many years, but mate, I sailed with that guy.
I was with him on
And
the
I can
Bulwara.
remember
Baralga.
remember I was with him on the Talinga.
Yeah.
You remember the days you used to get the cartons of grog and you used to have PC on every
Yeah.
can, because those days they used to pinch your beer,
Yeah.
the blokes used to pinch beer and all that. Bottles of beer, so blokes used to half fill it and piss in it,
Yeah.
fill it up so they could pinch
Yeah.
it. But I remember Pissy Chris, he was a great bloke.
That laugh of his.
Big, you know.
Yeah.
But he was a bloke lost
Yeah.
early in life. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Early in life.
I think he died of cancer or something, didn't he?
Cirrhosis.
Was it cirrhosis? Well, it's a cancer anyway, yeah.
Cirrhosis or cancer, one of them. But I reckon it was cirrhosis.
Yeah.
But, you know, the blokes I've met over the years,
Pissy Chrissy Melville. I haven't thought of Chrissy for bloody years. Yeah.
mate, he's Bosun Ben Morley, he's been dead for years. Superman, remember Superman? Johnny Marsden?
Not quite sure.
He used to be a compo king.
Yeah.
The ship I was on, he was always on compo. And he couldn't do anything, you know, because he was always on compo. He had a bad leg.
Yeah.
So they caught him, he wasn't supposed to do anything, so they caught him concreting his front. Concreting his driveway.
Yeah.
And the only thing that fixed his leg up, he's been dead, he died doing on a treadmill, passing the medical, he died out of a massive heart attack.
Yeah.
When you interviewed Tommy Jones, asked him about Superman.
Yeah.
You know, he Johnny Marsden, he just looked like Clark Kent.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Just, you know, but over the years, there's that many places, you know.
Yeah.
Tommy Potter, Curfew Tom,
Yeah.
nicknames of blokes I've sailed with, you know, over the years. You remember bloke out of Kembla, he's dead now, bloody Big Carl Ojala, remember Big Carl?
No.
Big Finn?
Okay.
Big bastard.
Probably, just offhand it doesn't.
The hardest and toughest bloke I've ever
Yeah.
sailed in my life. Remember those Yamby class hats, boy?
Yeah.
He used to pick them up like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
I
His
might-
arms were that wide.
Yeah.
He used to just bend over, pick them up.
Could do. I come across with a bloke out at Kembla there, and I forget his name. He used to just pick the big double blocks up, just one-handed.
Yep,
I mean,
that'd be Carl.
two of you would be struggling to lift them,
Yep.
and he'd just come along one-handed and pick it up.
Carl
Yeah.
Ojala.
Yeah.
Big Finn. He hated Russians.
Yeah.
I hated them. And I sailed a lot of blokes. Blue Jay.
Yeah. Blue Jay's another one. Yeah.
I think Blue Jay's dead, isn't he?
Yeah. Blue Jay died a
Died.
few years ago. Yeah.
Blue Jay.
Yeah.
There's just names that I could recall that are long
Yeah.
gone. You know,
Yeah.
are long gone. And
Yogi Bear
Yogi Bear went down
and the Noongar.
Noongar.
Yeah.
And they're still alive. The only survivor left still alive. Bloody out of Adelaide. I sailed with him before.
Jay Lingard. No,
No,
he's dead.
The only
Russell
one-
Henderson's still alive, I think. The engineer who got
No.
out of it.
Oh, is he?
I think so.
Well,
Yeah.
the AB was here. Out of Kembla. Yeah, he lives in Adelaide. His brother was posting on the Monarch for years.
Yeah.
I sailed with him before he went.
Yeah.
went to
Yeah.
Noongar.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of the blokes. I remember about 8 of those blokes who went down there.
Yeah.
Plonky Davis.
Yeah.
Plonky went down on it. The bosun that was on there was the biggest arse I'll ever sail with. You know, Jock Fleming.
Yeah.
One of the what's his name? He's out of Newcastle. One of the he probably cleaned in his shoes when he went down. Remember the other days he used to spit.
Yeah, spit polish. Yeah.
Spit polish.
Well, you know how you remember where you are at certain times. I was Seaman on the Coringa, the container ship. A bloke by the name of Jackie Hutchison came into my cabin in the morning. He said, "Remember all them blokes were on the piss the other night with Finchy?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "They're mainly all dead." I said, "What are you talking about?" Turn your radio on. Turned my radio on. That's when they were looking for doing the search for the Noongar she'd sank. Yeah. Bloody, we went looking for the wreckage and that, and we went looking for them when we left that night and didn't find nothing. But we brought the wreckage back for the court of inquiry, and it was a life jacket, a little bit out the bottom of a lifeboat, and not too much more. You could carry it. One bloke could carry it on board.
The saddest thing about that
was that arsehole Anderson.
Oh yeah,
on the Moringa.
Moringa, yeah.
Yeah.
The saddest thing about that ship when it went down, they had 2 first trippers on it.
Yeah.
First trip deck boy.
Yeah.
The first trip radio operator.
And she also had a first trip steward, and the skipper was a first trip skipper.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. I think all up there was 5 first trippers on it. I forget the other one. But I know the skipper was a first trip skipper. Steward was a first trip steward. And I think that's the only time he was one of them got out of it. I think it was the only time he ever went to sea.
Yeah, well, I can't think of the AB. He's still alive. He's only just retired. He ended up marrying a mad mole out of Adelaide.
Yeah.
Diane. Remember?
Oh, yeah. I remember Diane, yeah.
You remember his sister was blind date?
Yeah, yeah.
Do I remember Diane?
Yeah, I remember Diane now,
he
yeah.
Married her and all the publicity, when that all died down, she left him.
Because she married some other bloke before him. She was married to a bloke on the Iron Wyndham, I think, when I was there. She was married to him. Or living with him anyway.
I saw
had
a drink with my daughter many years ago. Diane's daughter.
Yeah.
She had a sister I used to go with. Many years ago. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Cut this part out if you want to.
Yeah, cut that a little bit out.
Yeah.
But, what's Bobby? I can't think of his name. I should do.
Bobby Sellum.
No, the bloke got out of the Noongar.
Oh, Noongar, no.
I remember the Illawarra when it hit the bridge.
Yeah, I'd got out of her a couple of months before she hit the bridge.
There was one of them just died recently, Frank Lawrence, one of the Lawrence.
Yeah, Mick died too. Frankie's still alive.
Frank's the youngest.
Yeah.
The other one.
Ted I think died.
There's another one.
Mick died.
When
Sid,
did Mick die?
Oh, he died 12 months ago. Sid, I think, died. He was the wharfie. He died years ago.
But there's another one was a Peggy.
I don't know. I know Ted was the cook.
No, this one used to live next door to the younger one you just mentioned.
Frank.
Frank and him had a property next to each other.
Yeah, that was Mick.
Mick, was it?
Yeah, up near Grafton.
Yeah,
that was Mick.
It was,
yeah.
I can remember Mick Lawrence when I first went to sea. He was a bucko.
Yeah.
Loud now.
Yeah, it didn't change.
25 mile away.
Yeah.
Another character that I saw with too was what was his name? Dave Pauly. Remember Dave Pauly?
Yeah.
Rugged son of an Anzac. The rugged son of an Anzac. Mate, there's characters over the years that you'll never saw them again.
Yeah, that's right, mate.
You know, I get around, I move around a lot. I'd like to move around, and I run into different people now, you know, in different situations.
Yeah.
They're still around. There's still a lot of our blokes
our
age and our group. And the one in particular had just come off was, hang on, the ship before that. Lowlands Prosperity I come off.
Yeah.
The whole crew was old school.
What was she?
Bulky.
Is that the Weaver Gladstone run?
No. Lowlands Prosperity is 195,000 tonne, 180,000 tonne.
Yeah, where was she running?
Japan, coal.
Yeah, right.
She's 2K.
Oh, yeah.
She replaced the Kembla.
Oh, yeah.
She's on charter from the Kembla.
Yeah.
I joined her. I was only 5-year-old. It was a heap of shit.
Yeah.
Heap of shit, mate. The Indians had it and they done nothing.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I just get a Belgian passport. I've got it in
Yeah.
there. Belgian passport.
Yeah.
We took a load of coal from Newcastle up to Japan and back to Headland,
Yeah.
and back to Kembla, and I went off.
She sounds like she was a bit like the Osco star. She was only 2-year-old when we picked her up, but the Filipinos had done bugger all. She was a heap of shit. Yeah.
She's actually at anchor now, waiting to come in to load coal.
Yeah.
There's 71 ships out here.
Shit.
71 ships
Yeah.
at anchor.
Jesus
load
Christ.
coal.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ships.
Oh, yeah.
If you get a chance, just get Robin to take you up and have a look
Yeah.
over, up top of Newcastle, and just have a look.
Yeah.
They're anchored right down,
As far as you can see, yeah.
down south,
Yeah.
down towards Sydney. They're right down there.
Jesus
They're not
Christ,
like
yeah.
they used to be right up the other way.
Yeah.
They're all down that way now.
Yeah.
There's 71 ships out there. You go up there of a day
Yeah.
and take your camera and go and have a look at a night. It's like another city out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like another city. As
Jesus
far as
Christ.
I'm concerned, they can all fucking rot there.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, because there's only 2 of our ships out there.
Which is the other one?
The Pacific Triangle,
Oh, yeah, that's a BHP job, yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
the Lowlands Prosperity.
Yeah.
I think the Andy might be out there, but the rest,
Yeah, right.
as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah.
they can rot there, mate.
Yeah.
That's just me, you know. That's
Yeah,
just
no,
me.
it's
They're
right, mate.
taking our
Yeah.
jobs, and I don't,
Yeah.
you know, I don't want them here. I don't want them in the port.
Well, that's the same as that CSL Pacific and the Staticona. They put them off the coast because they said there was no jobs.
Yeah.
They've been double banked. Bloody, as one leaves a berth down in Melbourne the last couple of weeks, the other one comes alongside.
Yeah, but they just, they'll never go off the coast.
No, that's right.
They never
that's
will.
right. And that-
We've lost them. They're gone.
Yeah,
They
that
never will.
lying arsehole Chris Sorensen.
And there's a what was it? Just sidetracked me now. I was going to mention something.
The Andy, the Prosperity, Lowlands Road.
Oh yeah, they just had one of those ships out here the other day, 2-3 days ago, a boiler explosion.
Yeah? Shit.
4 of them were in a bad way off of one of the foreign jobs.
Shit.
But you know, as far as I'm concerned, they can fucking rot
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I got no time for them,
Yeah.
even though they're our own fellow seamen. But,
That's right. But,
but
yeah.
there's not many of our ships, mate.
Yeah, that's right.
There won't be any either. They're the only 3 that we've actually got running coal.
Well, the other day, bloke asked me a question, and at the time I didn't think to get it down on video, but it was, and he's only retired since '97. And he said, "Oh, how's ANL and BHP going?" And I had the hard, unhappy job of telling him that ANL, which at one stage of the game had 33 ships, is no longer in existence. It's owned by the French, CMA CGM, and they've got 1 Australian manned ship. And BHP is a non-entity too. I mean, it's ridiculous. They're owned by the South Africans.
Which one? Which one's?
ANL Bass Trader.
That's gone.
No, the
It's
new
still-
ANL Bass Trader.
Oh, they replaced it.
Yeah, the old, but yeah, it just runs across. Does
Yeah,
Bell
I
Bay?
was on the old one.
Yeah,
I've done a bit of time there,
Yeah.
a week and a half or 2 weeks on it.
yeah,
They replaced it.
yeah,
Oh, at least they replaced it with us.
yeah.
We're on it.
This one's about 5-6 years old, I suppose. 7-year-old.
Better than the other one.
I don't know. I was never on it. This one here is the some ex-Korean job or some bloody thing. I don't know.
You know who the bosun was when I was there? Johnny Higgins' brother.
Yeah, no, this is the same one.
The same bass trader.
This is the same Bass Trader, ANL Bass Trader.
It's still running.
Yeah.
I heard it was gone.
No. This
Oh,
is the
that's
same one.
good. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. But all the rest of them, they're bringing them in, all named after old ANL jobs.
Yeah.
The ANL Explorer, the ANL Empress, the ANL Emblem, the ANL Pioneer. It's
I know, mate. It's disgraceful.
yeah,
Freaking disgraceful. And,
Yeah.
and we just lost the Spirit Free.
yeah,
That was,
yeah.
Ah,
That's right.
that shouldn't have happened because that was picked up astronomically.
Yeah,
Cargo was.
yeah, yeah,
I got out of it 12 months ago
Yeah.
before it finished up because I just could.
yeah. You know, the thing that really pisses me off, this horrible little arsehole and his mob in Canberra start screaming about terrorism and counter-terrorism and all this and how we've got to go and fight Al-Qaeda and all that. How the hell do they know who's manning these fucking ships that are coming in?
That's
I
right.
mean,
They've got
the
no
ANL
idea.
ships are registered in Limassol, in bloody Panama, in bloody Monrovia, in Germany. They're manned by the League of Nations. Any one of them, could be
Could
one
get
of
in,
these.
They could come
No,
in.
that's right.
They wouldn't know.
Yeah,
No.
just as long as he destroys the Australian shipping. He couldn't get too stuck.
You know what my biggest fear was on that, personally, on that Spirit Fruit? And it could happen, and don't worry about it, it could, was if a terrorist got on board,
Yeah.
right, that particular ship, it's in Sydney every second day,
Yeah.
what could stop him from blowing himself up
That's
with a
right.
huge bomb
Yeah.
going under the Sydney Harbour Bridge?
That's right.
And bring
Not a
the
bloody
bridge
thing.
down
Yeah.
on top of the ship. What a catastrophe that,
Yeah.
you know, and that always stuck in my mind, yeah.
Yeah.
Because when we picked that ship up, when we first went on the run,
Yeah.
do you remember that blokes that went over the side on the Greenpeace?
Nah. Oh, I remember seeing something about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we left Sydney and
Yeah.
I'm over the other side. Everybody's looking out because going. There's choppers running around everywhere because it was a big publicity.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we had the New South Wales Premier on, or the
The car then, was it? Yeah.
car, or,
Yeah.
and the one in Tassie. the
Yeah.
bloke in
Yeah.
Tassie,
Jim Bacon.
Jim Bacon.
Yeah.
Next minute, everybody over the other side, all the actions over there. The Greenpeace
Yeah.
had got on.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
And three of them had lowered themselves down the
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
You know? And I went,
Yeah. I remember that now.
And
Yeah.
they're trying to get everybody away from, you know.
Yeah.
And I said, "You're a freaking idiot, mate.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You ought to cut you off." I said, "Go ahead, cut it, mate.
Yeah.
Cut it.
Yeah.
I want you to cut them, mate.
Yeah.
Go on." I said, "You freaking dickhead." Because Greenpeace, we work with them, and why didn't they
Yeah.
tell us?
Yeah. That's right.
We
Yeah.
were none the wiser.
Yeah.
They kind of embarrassed us.
Yeah. It's some of the radical elements of it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they
but
did.
but
Yeah.
you're right about the terrorists could have done the same thing. Only with a
Right.
bomb.
That's right.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
they took them off, but one of the girls stayed on and was involved in
Yeah.
it. She stayed on.
Yeah.
What's to stop a terrorist from coming
Yeah.
on? Put
Yeah.
a bomb in a truck,
That's right.
a huge bomb, enough to blow the bridge up
Yeah.
and coincide with the time.
That's right.